Today's record features another band that I know John has a little bit of a love-hate relationship with. It's Fleetwood Mac. And I know he way much prefers the early Fleetwood Mac, the Peter Green era Fleetwood Mac. I prefer Fleetwood Mac songs with not Stevie Nicks singing them. I'm not, probably hate me for this, but I'm not a big Stevie Nicks fan. I'd much rather hear Christine McVie sing than Stevie Nicks. Don't hate me for that, but I just enjoy her voice a lot more. But I digress. This is Fleetwood Mac without those people. This is just, I believe this, isn't this their, oh, it's just, it even says Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac on the spine. So this is on Epic. I'm not real familiar with early Fleetwood Mac. I'm sure John will have lots of things to say about it, but I'm not really into blues rock, which is what I think this is. I don't know. I could be way off base. But this is a really nice copy on Epic. There is the Epic label.
Here we have one of my favorites, the debut album from Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. Sometimes the album is known as the Dustbin album because there's a dustbin there. I was really excited to find this. This is an early record show find of mine when I first started going to record shows back in like 1990, 91. And at the time, I probably thought it was like really rare and hard to find because I never saw it. But then again, in 1990, I was going to maybe 3 record stores at most, and I never saw stuff like this. But this is a U.S. pressing, Epic Records, 1968. Little demonstration only, not for sale sticker on the back, so I guess that makes it a promo. As you probably know from other videos, I love a lot of late 60s heavy British stuff. And I like blues, English blues bands, obviously. Sometimes, anybody would say the blues can get boring, but Fleetwood Mac could always be interesting because Peter Green was such an incredible guitarist and a great sing from the heart kind of guy. But the one main thing is these guys had a sense of humor. They weren't blues bores. I mean, these guys in Chicken Shack could be hysterical. Like there's the compilation I have called the Vaudeville Years, because Peter Green or Mick Fleetwood or somebody in the band said we were like a vaudeville band because they would do things on stage. Heidi's not going to like this story, but when they toured places, especially in America, somewhere they found like a foot-long sexual toy and attached it to Mick Fleetwood's bass drum. They would bring it out on a silver platter and stick it to the bass drum, and it would sit there and vibrate every time he hit the kick drum, and kind of pissed off Bill Graham. But this has a number of my favorite songs in here. Of course, my only critique of Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac is Jeremy Spencer's talent kind of only went so far. He really beat the Elmore James thing to death, the riff. But My Heart Beat Like a Hammer is a great song. Their best version of Shake Your Money Maker I like. I just remember when I got the track looking for somebody, the needle stuck. But I think that was my old turntable. Probably doesn't do it now. But yeah, Epic Records, 1968, Fleetwood Mac. Nothing special. Yeah, this was a record show find from a dealer. But one of my favorite albums of theirs, 1968, Fleetwood Mac, self-titled, Epic Records.